A good welcome from the Western Province Cricket Club in Cape Town, where the 2022 All Cape is taking place and it's reached its final stage. It started on Sunday the 3rd of April and we've had some fantastic bowls being played. Now what a wonderful picture with Table Mountain and Devil's Peak at the background. It's a beautiful setting. Couldn't wish for a better day. There's not a cloud in the skies, and although we had a little bit of rain during the early part of the tournament, the weather has improved fantastically here in Cape Town. In the ladies' final, we've got the Western Province Cricket Club team consisting of Rita Himschut, Megan Ferreira, Gillian Young and Colleen Bryant, and they have, if I could say that, home advantage because they're from Western Province Cricket Club, and this is where this final is taking place. And they're up against the Durbanville team consisting of Maggie van Zyl, Margaret Thomas, Christelle Herold and Debbie Phillips. At the moment, they are all just doing the trial ends, just to suss out the green a bit. And in the men's championship, we have the team from Robertson consisting of Mark Bevis Challoner, Johan du Plessis, Stoffel Lambrechts, and Mr. Payne. I don't have his first name right in front of me, but they will be contesting the men's final, and that is taking place right on the other side. They're on the green right next to the ladies. So they're on number 5 on the rink next to the ladies, and the ladies championship is being contested on rink number 6. Perhaps while they are still doing their warm-up with the trial ends, I'd like to also tell the viewers who's in the bowl final, and we've had a very encouraging development this year, and that is that they have the bowl as well as a plate, which means that 3 groups go through to the finals. In the bowl for the ladies, we have an old team, Josie van Niekerk, the skip, Mia Stander, Verona Gazenkamp and Greer Rhodes, and they will be playing another Durbanville team, and that is Irma Carroll, Claire Pollard, Sandy Wagner and Cecilia Gordon. And then in the plate for the men, we have a Goodwood team consisting of Johnny De Souza, Mornay Skeppers, Nigel Solomon, and I think it's Mr. J. Santos. And the ladies in the plate is going to be a team from George. In the Eden district, it's Mrs. Murray, Sinclair, Pringle and Breed, and they're up against a team from the Overberg. It is E. McGeoch, L. Kiwi, J. Grayling and S. Kruger. Those are your finalists in the 3 different divisions, the championship, the bowl and the plate. There were great excitement amongst the players when it was decided that there's going to be these 3 sections, because I think it was always just a championship and the bowl, and then they've introduced the plate. You know, people come from afar. I've met people here from Maltino and people from Port Elizabeth. They've travelled far, and it gives them an opportunity to compete for a longer period with these additional the plate being introduced as well. Weather is wonderful. Yesterday, here at Western Province Cricket Club, we had quite a stiff breeze. At the moment, there's a little bit of a breeze, but it's not that it's going to affect the players negatively. But we all know that towards the end of the day, the wind normally picks up at Western Province Cricket Club. This umbrella is in my way. I can't see the scoreboard. Yeah. I believe we've got to give some credit to Western Province bowls for the magnificent manner in which they've arranged this tournament. Everything went very, very well. Obviously, there are a few small hiccups from time to time. I can recall on Tuesday when there was a bit of rain. People didn't quite understand how to apply certain of the rules, but eventually, after a few phone calls, it was all done very nicely and sorted out, and play continued. At the moment, they are still busy with the trial ends. And as soon as things get going, we'll keep you up to date with what's happening on this the B Green here at Western Province Cricket Club. interesting that happened. The last All Cape was in 2018, and it was in Port Elizabeth. And Billy Radloff and his team, they were in the final, but I know they lost that to a team from Westview. Now Billy is in the bowl final today, and his team consists of himself, Vitaly Paolo, Paul Hare, and then the chap, they call him Coach Bowman. And Billy spoke to me while we were having lunch, and he was saying, "Do you know why he is called Coach Beaumont?" I said, "No." He said he had polio as a child, and he could never play cricket and rugby with his school mates, but he always went along to support them and to encourage them. And that's where he got the name Coach from. Now, isn't that fantastic? Here he is today, and he's playing in this, the bowl final of the 2022 Men's All Cape, being staged at the Western Province Cricket Club in Cape Town. That's very, very nice to see. Okay, so on rink number 1, we have the plate, and that is taking place against, no, that's the bowl. That's taking place between the Ellen Lofthouse side, consisting of Graham Elliott, Chris Scaife, and Greg Ecote. And they are playing against Billy Radloff and his team that I've just spoken about. They're on rink number 1. On the rink number 2, we have a ladies' side. That's the ladies' side from Old Oak. And they are playing against the Durbanville side. Durbanville has got 2 sides in the finals, in the championship, as well as in the bowl. Then on rink number 3, we've got Goodwood against, they've got a Goodwood against Durbanville, that is correct. And that's Johnny De Souza side against Gert Brouwer side. And Gert Brouwer side consists out of Gert Brouwer the skip, Monty Rose the third, Richard Lang the second, and then quite a remarkable character, Walter Oosthuizen. I don't know how many people know this, but last year in July, Walter completed 40 years as a technical official in South African bowls. We believe it is a national record. Western Province has honoured him by giving him a merit award for that. But this man has really served bowls, and here he is playing in the final of the plate. I know that a few years ago he also won the Western Province Seniors Singles for the first time. Right, play has begun, and let's concentrate on the actual game that's taking place. And we're looking at Durbanville against Western Province Cricket Club. Delivered Christel Herold has just delivered the bowl. And those are the front rankers from the two teams walking up to the head. And to bowl now will be Megan Ferreira and Margaret Thomas. Margaret Thomas has just delivered the bowl. Very experienced bowler. She has played inter-districts for Western Province on numerous occasions. And I think at present she's still a lady selector. Lovely smooth delivery by Megan Ferreira. It's a good back bowl. And that's a good bowl bowled by Margaret Thomas. Good attempt by Megan Ferreira. It's amazing. 15, 20 years ago, all the bowls on a green were all brown or black. These days, you only see these multicolored bowls, and it's fantastic. It looks so good, and it's amazing how the game has changed. Rita Himshut from Western Province on the mat. The players will take a time to get accustomed to the weight. So we give them 3 or 4 ends to really work that out, and then I'm sure we're going to see some very, very competitive bowls. Maggie van Zyl has taken this bowl to the back in case Rita is going to try and run it. That was the first end of the Ladies Championship, won by Durbanville. And we just need to see how many points they scored. We're waiting for the scoreboard to be adjusted. I'm being told it's 2. Thanks very much, Sir Eugene. Lovely smooth delivery by Debbie Phillips. She also happens to be the chair lady at Durbanville Bowls Club. She's very involved with bowls. Oh, that will please Skip. It's in the head. Now Colleen Bryant. Oh, fantastic bowl. It's a toucher, so it gets marked. And Western Province Cricket Club are holding the shot. Now we have Gillian Young to deliver. Very eloquent, smooth delivery, but she's gonna come up a bit short. Excellent bowling by Christelle Harold from Durbanville. Very good bowl by Gillian Young. And as things stand at the moment, after the front rankers have delivered their bowls, Durbanville holding 1 shot at a time. Score at the present moment after the first end was 2 to Durbanville against Western Province Cricket Club. If I look across where Gert Brouwer and his team are playing against Johnny De Sousa, and that is in the bowl. They are up by 1 shot to 0. So it's all right in the beginning stages. Very good bowl by Margaret Thomas. Secures a second shot at this stage for Durbanville. Let's see if Megan Ferreira can change things a bit in favour of Western Province Cricket Club. It's a well-weighted bowl, and yes indeed, she's done that. Excellent bowling. It's a very good attempt by Maggie van Zyl. She touched Megan's bowl, but Megan is still holding the shot. Now Rita Himshoot, skip for Western Province Cricket Club. Let's watch her. It's a good bowl, it's in the head. Okay, that was the completion of the second end in the Ladies Personal Trust All Cape Championship, and that second head was won by the Western Province Cricket Club team. I think it was just one. I'm just waiting for the scoreboard to come up to date, and indeed the score at present after two ends: Durbanville 2, Western Province Cricket Club 1. Colleen Bryant is the lead for Western Province Cricket Club. Let's watch her closely, how she's going to try and really get that ball onto the jack. Good weight. Oh, was nearly a very good back ball, but just a little bit too strong. This is Debbie Phillips' attempt. And Maggie van Zyl indicates that it's about 1 meter short. It's actually wonderful to see quite a number of spectators here watching the bowls, and I'm sure that they are enjoying it because there's been really bowls played of a very, very high standard. That's a fantastic bowl delivered by Julian Young. And a toucher. What can Christelle Herald do? The thirds of the respective teams are now coming to the mat, and that is Megan Ferreira and Margaret Thomas. First to bowl is Megan Ferreira. Rita Himshoot and Maggie van Zyl will now come to the mat. They are the skips of the respective sides, and at present Western Province Cricket Club are holding short. The spectators are really enjoying the lovely weather. I think it must be about 24 degrees, a light breeze, and really pleasant. And they're enjoying sitting here on the temporary stands and on chairs, and they're watching the finals of the All Cape Championship, the bowl as well as the plate in both men and ladies sections. There's a very good bowl by, and the crowd appreciates that, and obviously they give her the recognition that she deserves. Great bowl by Rita Hemshoot. What can Maggie van Zyl do? A very good attempt. Just a little bit of grass needed. And Maggie van Zyl changed things in the head, and Durbanville has managed to take the shot away from Western Province Cricket Club, and I think the score will now become 3-1 in favour of Durbanville. I spoke to a lot of players early on in the week, and I did say to them, a tournament of this nature is not a sprint, it's like a marathon. You have to pace yourself, and consistency is the most important. The team that's the most consistent will be victorious. You know, there's a lot of Afrikaans people that's also playing bowls, and it's amazing the Afrikaans language lends itself to lots of. That was a very good bowl there by Debbie Phillips. The Afrikaans language lends itself, and somebody once told me there are 5 G's in Afrikaans in this game, and I would just like to, for our Afrikaans viewers, I'd like to tell them what these 5 things are. Most important is gras, in English grass. Secondly, gewig, that's weight. Dan geduld, patience. And then most important of all, I would think, is geluk, luck. And then the 5th one, they say sometimes, dan is het gebed. You've got to pray that things will go your way. Now those are the 5 G's: gras, gewig, geduld, geluk, and gebed. And isn't that so descriptive of the Afrikaans language. The Afrikaans people that play this game, they come up with all these wonderful things that they connect to the game, and they talk about it a lot. The 5 Gs. Back to the action. Currently, Durbanville is holding the shot. Ball from Debbie Phillips. And here comes Gillian Young. She's got a beautiful delivery. In most of the games that's taking place, 3 ends have been completed, so it's early days, and it's like a boxing match. They're just feeling one another at the moment. But as I said, consistency, don't concede too many shots on one end. That is so important. Margaret Thomas. And that will please skip Maggie van Zyl immensely. Megan Ferreira is going to try everything that she's got to change things. And indeed, very well bowled. She's achieved the second shot. In the men's championship, in the match between the team of Mark Bevis Challoner and the Constantia team consisting of Peter Harvey, Gary Roach, Ian Rothbart and Jean-Claude, Constantia at the moment are leading by 4-3. It was an excellent attempt by Rita Himshoot. She's taken some good grass here, Maggie. And she's picking up the jack, bringing it to the back. And her teammates, they are very, very happy with that. Now it's important for the skip to know exactly what's happening in the head after the jack has been moved. So therefore Rita Himshoot has decided that she would walk up to the head, have a good look, discuss with her fellow players what they want her to do, and then she'll go back and she will try her very best. Megan Ferreira going up to her now. She's the third. And they're both having a very good look. And they're in agreement what Rita should be doing. What can Rita Himshoot do? She's got some good weight. Oh, unfortunately there was a bowl in the way. Tightly contested match for the plate between Johnny De Souza's team from Goodwood and Gert Brouwer's team from Durbanville. They're level pegging. We call it peels in bowls terms, and it's 2-all. Interesting, things have changed quite dramatically now between Robertson and Constantia. In the other championship, that's the men's championship, and the score is 6-3 to Constantia. Colin Bryant is really trying hard to draw a shot here. Weight looks very good. Yes. Well, we spoke about it early on today. It was just a gentle breeze, and suddenly the old Cape doctor has arrived, and some of the advertising material and some umbrellas have been blowing over, And that is going to, of course, make conditions a little bit more difficult for the players, because they will have to contend with the wind as well. But we will watch it closely. In the championship for the ladies, for the Personal Cross All Cape tournament, Durbanville is leading 4-1. I do think we also have to mention the sterling work that our cameraman and our producer is doing for us to bring us bowls. Noel Solomon and his team, they are doing very well, excellent job, giving us great pictures in order to keep everybody up to date of what's happening. For those of you at home watching this, not being privileged to be with us here in Cape Town, we hope you enjoy it, and I'm sure Noel and his team, they will try their utmost to give you the best that they can produce. So far they are doing an excellent job for us. Let's see, Megan Ferreira trying very hard, and just a little wick of the one bowl. Difficult to see at this stage who's holding the shot, but it does look like it's the Durbanville lady. That's the bowl of Debbie Phillips at the back. But the way the bowls are situated in the head at the moment, Rita Himshoot will be able to play a strong shot, but let's see what Maggie van Zyl is going to come up with. She's taken quite a bit of grass. The wind is coming from that side, but it's a bit short. And Megan has made the call on the other side. And this all started on Sunday morning. First day was in perfect conditions. Then we had 2 days of a little bit of rain, and then from Wednesday onwards the weather improved, and today another perfect day in Cape Town. And you really had to play well to reach these finals. It's not that easy. There were teams from far, Port Elizabeth, the Karoo, the West Coast. They all came and they participated. It was wonderful to see. in the men's championship, Peter Harvey and his team from Constantia against Mark Bevis-Challoner from Robertson in the Boland. They are up by 6 points to 3. And in the match that we're currently watching, Durbanville is leading by 4 to 2. 4 points to 2. A very good attempt by Debbie Phillips. And here in the match between Robertson and Constantia, there's a very important measure taking place. All these games are very closely contested. It'll be interesting to see. We'll watch it very closely for you and tell you what was the outcome of that measure. Well, prior to that measure taking place, the score was 6-3 to Constantia, and Robertson has managed to pick up 3 shots, and it is Peels in that match. And that after 6 ends. Oh, that's a bit better, I think. Can you reach?
I'm afraid it's not going to work.
Yeah, okay. For those of you that are very interested in bowls and you like to watch it, the Commonwealth Games are coming up. I think it's in July, and I really had the pleasure of speaking to Neil Burkett today, and he'll be going with the South African team to the Commonwealth Games. A man with so much experience, and South Africa are really fortunate to have a person of his caliber to go along and to give advice and to manage. And we are going to wish the South African team everything of the best. We have done well at the Commonwealth Games already, and we are really looking forward to really watch that once it starts. The game that we are concentrating on at the moment is the championship for the personal trust All Cape ladies here, and it is between the team from Western Province Cricket Club, this is where the headquarters is, and the Durbanville Bowling Club. At present the score is 4 to Durbanville and 2 to Western Province Cricket Club. And Western Province Cricket Club has done very well. Everything has been going quite smoothly, and there's a lot of people that needs to be involved in making sure that a tournament of this nature runs smoothly. The catering, the bar staff, the people doing the admin, and the Western Province Bowls office officials, they were very, very involved in making sure everything went well. Rita Himschut, that's just played a shot. From our vantage point, we can't just exactly make out.
Waar is die son? Hierso. Ek het 'n leertjie hier was gesien.
And the people at hard at work here behind us, they're trying to put up a shield to shield us against the sun so that we can see our monitor a bit better. And I just said the people at Western Province Cricket Club, they were doing very well. They go out of their way. Hopefully they're going to come up with a little bit of a solution for us, and that will help. Oh yeah, that looks a bit better now, eh? Well done. The men's championship final, the score at this stage is still Robertson 6, Constantia 6. And I just want to glance towards the other, the plate final, where Durbanville is playing Goodwood, and Durbanville after 7 ends are leading there 9-3. Durbanville is led by Gert Brouwer. The third is Monty Rose, Richard Lang second, and Walter Oosthuizen. Goodwood is De Sousa, Mornay Skeppers, Nigel Solomon, and I think it's Mr. J. Santos. Not 100% sure of that. A back bowl bowled there by Debbie Phillips from Durbanville. Good protection. Although we don't see the ladies playing many strong shots, they really are good draws of the bowl. And Colin Bryant, just a little bit more grass needed and a little bit of weight. But she's seen that. That bowl just bowled by her has now necessitated Debbie Phillips to play her backhand. Okay, great. Devil's Peak and Table Mountain in the background, a wonderful setting, a very picturesque location this, always pleasant to play. And now Julian Young on the mat for Western Province Cricket Club. That's a good bowl by Christelle Herald. Prior to that bowl, I was going to say that after 6 ends, one gets the impression that the girls are actually finding it hard to get used to the required weight on this green, because quite a good number of bowls they come up short, and that's a wonderful bowl bowled by Gillian Young. She's taken the shot away from Durbanville, and that is an excellent bowl. I'm just watching the scoreboard on the opposite side there, where the men championship is taking place, and it seems to me for the first time in the match Mark Bevis-Challoner and his team are now ahead 7-6. That is going to, at this stage, also appears to be a very, very tightly contested match. Margaret Thomas now trying to regain the shot for Durbanville, and she's done very well. A little inside chop and line. It's so wonderful to hear the crowd responding and giving the applause to a good shot. It's wonderful. It means so much to the players. And it's wonderful to see spectators at our sports events after this pandemic that we've been going through. Maggie has asked Margaret to play another backhand shot. She's doing quite well. All depends on the weight. That is absolutely fantastic. Well done. And it is so nice. The president of Western Province Bowls have just stepped into our little nook here. And it's so nice to see Gerard. Mara Gerard.
Hallo Tommy.
Ek hoop
Goed om jou hier te sien.
Baie dankie. Ek hoop jy is baie tevrede met hoe die toernooi verloop het. Alles het so lekker glad weg verloop. Dit was regtig 'n wonderlike ervaring weer eens die All Cape.
Nee, absoluut. En as jy 'n goeie komitee het, dan loop dinge so glad soos wat dit gedoen het hierdie week. Ja, ek moet regtig baie dankie sê vir daai komitee. En ja, ek glo almal het 'n lekker week gehad.
Gerard, ek het redelik rond beweeg hierdie week. En ek moet vir jou sê, ek het niemand wat van ver af gekom het wat gekla het oor hoe dinge gedoen is en hoe dit gegaan het nie. Jy weet, en dit was vir my as 'n WP rolbalspeler, dit was vir my 'n riem onder die hart om te weet mense kom van ver af en hulle geniet dit, en die feit dat ons 9:30 begin het om vir hulle geleentheid te gee met die verkeer en al dit. Julle manne het baie goed gedink om die dinge so van stapel te stuur, en regtig, ek dink WP rolbal kan baie trots voel met wat hulle bereik het hierdie week.
Ja, baie dankie Tommy. Dit is goeie terugvoer.
Ja.
En dis interessante finales wat nou hier gespeel word, né?
Ongelooflike finales.
Goeie rolbal.
Ek wil vir jou sê, baie goeie rolbal. Die wedstryde is baie na mekaar.
Ja.
En dit is ek het net nou hier gesê dat WP Cricket Club het baie goed gedoen. Alles het seepglad verloop hier gister en vandag. En dit is net lekker. Dit is die skare wat hier is, wat kyk, die toeskouers. Ons is so bly dat toeskouers weer kan kom kyk en hulle ondersteun die spelers deur applous te gee. So
dit is 'n lekker atmosfeer.
Dis 'n wonderlike atmosfeer. Ons kan nie kla nie. Dit is baie gaaf. Van jou om ook daarmee 'n draai te maak by ons.
Nee, 100%.
Maar ek is bly jy kan lekker trots voel en jy kan lekker gaan slaap vanaand.
Baie dankie Tommy.
Kom ons kyk gou, wat gaan aan? What is happening in the game? Western Province against Durbanville. And I think while I was talking to the president of Western Province Bowls, Gerard van Milligan, I just took my eye off the monitor, and they're going to change the score now. And it's only going up by... the score is 6-2, so it only went up by 1. 6-2, Durbanville against Western Province Cricket Club. That is in the ladies section of the Personal Trust All Cape Championship. And in the men's, It's still a good tussle between Robertson and Constantia. After 7 ends, Robertson's leading 7 points to 6. Then I just want to check, there's a score that's come up, and that's in the ladies, where George and Hermanus are tackling one another, and that is the score there at the moment is 8-6 to George, and that is in the plate section for the ladies. Yeah, we talk about this game bowls. It was also very, very heartwarming to see some young people that played in some of the teams. I spoke to a young gentleman from the Overberg, and he said to me he's only 19 years old and he was competing. And it's so good that we can also get young people interested to play the game. And then, of course, very important, you cannot stage an event of this nature without a good sponsor. And we have to thank Personal Trust for their involvement with Western Province Bowls. All the competitions that we play, they are sponsored by Personal Trust. And we are indebted to them for what they do for bowls. In the men's championship final, 8 ends have been completed. The score now Robertson 8, Constantia 6. And in the ladies section, the championship, 7 ends have been completed, and Durbanville is leading by 6-2. At present, Durbanville is holding shot. Now Christelle Herald on the mat to see if she can add another one. like to come and... There's a wonderful picture by our cameraman of the head, and it would appear that Debbie Phillips from Durbanville is still holding the shot. Megan Ferreira tried very hard now. Now it's Maggie van Zyl to see if she can add more to this head. Little touch, and then it just dropped in, and they're lying 2 at the moment. What can Rita Hemshoot do? Lovely delivery, smooth, and just a little bit wide. That will be another end won by Durbanville, and we just wait and see. I think it's going to be 2 shots. Things are starting to heat up a bit. I see in the Robertson Constantia Championship final, the score is 10-6 after 8 ends, and now here in the Ladies Championship, Durbanville, Western Province, I think it's going to become 8-2. Just see. Isn't 8-2. Yes. Hey. I've just spoken to Cole, our producer, and in between the visuals that our viewers are seeing at home, I'm going to make use of this wonderful opportunity to speak a little bit to Neil Burkett.
Hello, Tommy.
Welcome, Neil, and all I can say, Mr. Bowls for South Africa.
Oh, no.
Neil, it is so nice to see you. You've done so much for bowls, and we are all very happy that you're back in South Africa. If I can have a comment or two from you regarding this tournament this year so far, how do you feel it's gone?
Yeah, well, Tommy, you know, after 2 years of COVID and that, absolutely brilliant to see the greens full again, and the spectators back supporting their teams. So I think it's been brilliant. We've, like typical Cape Town, we've had 4 seasons in the 1 week. We've had some beautiful days. We've had some rain. We've had everything. This morning was so perfect, and unfortunately now in the final, with this breeze coming up, making things very tricky for the players.
Indeed. And you know, that's one thing which is so fantastic about bowls. You have to take all these things into consideration when you decide which shot you're going to play, and the wind is a very big factor.
Absolutely. Not always the obvious shot is the shot to play.
Yeah.
The percentage shot, once this breeze comes up, the percentage shots are so vital.
At the standard of bowls that you've experienced this week so far, would you grade it as good, average or poor? How do you feel?
No, well, we were in a section of death. We had the South African Correctional Services A team led by Neil Burkett. We had the Knysna side with Billy Radloff, and we had many other good sides in our section, and watching them play today, the standard's pretty high, but conditions are a little bit tricky at the moment.
Neil, I never saw any of your games, but as you know, Billy Radloff is there in the final, and Neil's just lost this morning. So yeah, it was tough. Now you are known for it that you always like to introduce novices to the game. Did you have a novice in your team this year or not?
Well, we hadn't, strangely enough, the year I went to, I left for Australia, I actually played in the Western Province Wars with 3 novices, and we ended up winning it. But these novices have become very good friends, so at the moment, they no novices no more, but they're great friends, and we're still playing together.
And they're excelling at the game of bowls.
Well, they're enjoying it.
Thanks to you helping them through that novice period. And next year, I believe the tournament is going to be in Boland for the first time. Yeah. How do you feel? Do you think that's going to be fantastic?
Well, that's going to be great. You know, the big centres have been getting it all the time, and I believe they're going to have 3 zones around the Boland, and yeah, it's going to be very interesting and good for the Boland spectators to see all the good bowlers in the Cape.
Yeah. And Neil, I know the Commonwealth Games, is that in July?
Yeah, it starts something to look forward to. It starts towards the end of July, going into August in Birmingham. the bowls will be at Leamington Spa, which is a very well-known club where all the counties meet once a year to play their finals. So things are going to be great and looking forward to it.
And your involvement for South Africa, you are going
I'm going
as...
to be one of the coaches and on the management side.
Okay.
And people think it's a holiday. I don't think so. It's harder sitting watching the game than playing it.
Now, say for instance, and it's just something that came up that I thought about. We don't say, but say for instance, there's suddenly one of the South Africans that's not feeling too good. Is there a chance that you can step in to play, or is there a reserve or two going?
No, well, I've gone through all the drugs
Tests.
at the moment.
Yeah.
And if there is something, I'm fortunately in a position to take the place, you know, so it's quite exciting.
Yeah.
Although getting a bit long in the tooth,
But those years of experience and, you know, being in that environment with all those top-class players like, is Jerry Baker still going, and or is he not playing anymore for South Africa?
Jerry has retired.
He has retired.
But as he proved in the recent South African Masters singles,
Yes, that's right.
he's still up there. And, you know, it's the youth are coming into it. I know Australia are actually off, I think next month, taking their squads to England to prepare, and that's how important they see the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, they, you know, the Australians and the people from New Zealand with their academies and all that, they really taken the sport very, very serious. You know, like the rugby players have got an academy. I know bowls is extremely big in Australia. I mean, you have had 10 years there where you've done very, very well. And I really think South Africa are very, very fortunate to have a person of your caliber and your stature to go along and be the manager, the coach, and who better to show the people if something is not working out so well.
Tommy, some kind words, but one thing that the pressure has always been on the South African bowlers during the Commonwealth Games. You know, the athletes and that haven't got the Russians, the Americans. We in the bowling fraternity, all the top bowlers in the world, the top 8 countries in the world, are all Commonwealth Games members. So I don't think people just realise what a wonderful achievement our bowlers from the start in '94, Victoria, Canada, all the way through to today have achieved medals, and you know, it's been a wonderful achievement by the South African bowlers.
Neil, if we just look at that picture on screen, I mean, with that wonderful mountain in the background, you've played all over the world, but surely this must be one of the most beautiful locations to play bowls, isn't it, sir?
No, absolutely. I've played in a few clubs overlooking the Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, and this is very equal to all those wonderful venues that we do have, you know.
Oh, that's fantastic. Neil, all I can say on behalf of all of us in South Africa that are bowlers and all our viewers in South Africa, we all look forward to the Commonwealth Games, and we would like to wish you, as the manager, coach of the South African team going to England in July, everything of the best, and do us proud.
No, thanks, Tommy, and lovely chatting to you.
Thanks very much, Neil Burkett, for your time. Right, back to the action. Thanks, Noel, Cole, for granting us that opportunity. I just thought, you know, this man that I've just spoken to is a legend in bowls, and those viewers out there would like to hear a bit from him, and this was the ideal opportunity. We will bring them up to date of what's happening. quickly, the men's championship, the Personal Trust 2022 All Cape Men's Championship, Robertson 11, Constantia 6. And I will give you the score just now. It is 8, is it 8-2, 8-3. That's Durbanville 8 and Western Province Cricket Club 3 after 9 ends in the ladies championship final. Things are starting to really get going here. The wind is starting to do its bit, making it more of a challenge to the players. But these are all very experienced players, and I'm sure they will be able to handle whatever the elements give them. I'm just looking at Goodwood and Durbanville in the men's plate final. Durbanville is leading there 10 points to, there's just somebody in front of the board. Now it's 12, I think it's 12-6. So far the two Durbanville sides are doing very well. And then right on the other side, it's Constantia. Old Oak is playing against another Durbanville side, and there Old Oak is leading 11 points to 6. That's in the ladies, and that is in the bowl. And that's the team of Josie van Niekerk, and they're playing against Irma Carroll from Durbanville. And then one of our Protea players that's also in this tournament is Billy Radloff. They're playing against Constantia, and Billy this year is playing with a team from Knysna, although he's still a member of George. And the score of the 11 ends there is 14-3 to Billy Radloff and his side. Back to the situation on the screen, and that's Megan Ferreira. What a wonderful bowl, beautiful to watch, and excellent grass, good weight, just behind the jack. Can Margaret Thomas change the situation? Not quite. Now it's going to be up to Rita Himshoot and Maggie van Zyl. Now Maggie, of course, she's a very experienced bowler. She's been to the SA Masters just recently up north. And it's Rita Himshoot that will be bowling first. With those distinctive red bowls. Now, what is Maggie van Zyl going to do here? She's indicating that she's going to try and play her forehand. Beautiful, smooth delivery, a lovely step forward.
How you guys doing?
Against Western Province Cricket Club has managed to win the last end. Now 10 ends have been completed, and I'm just going to watch the ladies change that board on the opposite side there, and then I'll give you the latest.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and those watching around the world, around the country. I'm pleased to introduce to you Mark Gibbs from Personal Trust this afternoon. As we all know, they're the permanent sponsor of the All Cape tournament. Mark, just like to tell the people a little bit about Personal Trust and what you guys do. And
thank you, Eugene. Personal Trust, we've been involved, sponsoring involved since 2001 in fact, so we've been a long journey sponsoring bowls, and as sponsors it's a great privilege to be involved with sponsoring bowls, and what we do, we look after individuals' affairs, their tax, their finances, their investments, their wills, any other private individual needs, people approaching retirement or people in retirement. But by getting back to the bowls, as Eugene mentioned, we are the permanent sponsor of the All Cape. We, I think, take pride in being very loyal sponsors of bowls. We don't just sponsor for a few years and then pull out. So we're very proud to be a permanent sponsor of the All Cape and for many other institutions around the country. And having played here, it's quite clear from the bowlers how they've missed the All Cape over the last couple of years due to COVID. And this tournament is very unique. It's a unique tournament. It fills such a valuable place in the bowls calendar, where you play in your section and you meet guys all around the country and you co together, you play bowls together. It's really unique, and I think it's really been well received by the bowlers. We've really missed it the last 2 years, and I'm sure it'll be a great success next year in Burland and in future years in other locations. Eugene.
yes, Mark, and this tournament's been a great success, and I mean, like we always say, bowlers need sponsors and sponsors need bowlers. I'm sure you guys also do a lot of sponsoring personally with clubs and so forth. Is there any way that clubs can get involved with Personal Trust in the future?
Sure, I mean, our door is always open to entertain clubs who are not sponsored by Personal Trust. We don't have a policy of only sponsoring certain clubs, and then we normally have we always call sponsorship a partnership, where we engage with the committees and tell them what our expectations are, and we often need the committees to not only support Personal Trust but also to help us promote our service at the club. So we're very open to clubs that are not using Personal Trust. And Eugene, you probably know we're helping some sponsorship at Polesmore this year, sponsoring your classic later in the year. For us, it's a great privilege to be involved with your club and for other clubs who aren't involved in.
Yeah, Mark, and lastly, you work closely together with Perfect Delivery as well. I mean, they always thank you guys, and you always thank them. It's good that you always work so close together, and may it continue into the future, and I'm sure it will, Mark.
Yeah, and it's a great partnership with Gesi and the Perfect Delivery guys and ourselves, and we operate in different territory. They're short-term insurance. We don't do short-term insurance, and they refer clients to us, and we do the same. So although this is a Personal Trust event. I encourage all the bowlers watching, if you have short-term needs, your insurance, give Perfect Delivery a chance. I mean, you might find they give you a better quote than you've got now. You've got nothing to lose. Contact them, ask, can you guys give me a quote? So, Eugene, it's so true. Sponsors need bowlers and bowlers need sponsors, and often people forget the obvious things like, my insurance needs to be reviewed. Give Perfect Delivery a chance.
Yeah, Mark, once again on behalf of all the bowlers and around the country, it's always a pleasure having you on board. And please, people, if you're watching, please give them a contact. Like I said, they don't do short-term insurance, but Perfect Delivery will kindly help you out on that front. Other than that, Mark, enjoy the rest of the afternoon and continue the good bowls.
Good bowling, thanks, Ralph.
Enjoy.
Good.
Well, that was a very interesting interview that Eugene Ferreira had with Mark Gibbs from Personal Trust. And you know, we as bowlers at all our tournaments, there's always an announcement prior to the tournament, and they say, thanks to our sponsors, Personal Trust. And if you have the opportunity to invest a bit of money, give them an opportunity to give you a quote. And to our viewers out there, if you think that you would like to give Personal Trust an opportunity to give you a quote, please feel free. Wonderful people, and they do so much for our sport bowls, because sponsorships are important. Well, we're going to return back to the action, and things are really heating up here. I see, if I go to the men's championship, Robertson, Mark Challoner and his team, Mark Bevis Challoner, they are 12-8 up after 11 ends, and Durbanville are up 8-3, I think, at this stage. Margaret Thomas has just 8-6. While that interview was taking place, I must have missed the end there, Cole. But things are really heating up here, and that one there between Durbanville, Gert Brouwer side and Johnny de Souza side, that is for the bowl. No, that is for the plate. That is also quite interesting. It is now 12-9 in the favor of the Durbanville side, led by Gert Brouwer. Maggie van Zyl trying to get this one quite close to their jack, and just coming up a wee bit short. Let's see what Rita Hemshoot can do. She's very stable when she delivers. Lovely follow through. Excellent last delivery by Maggie van Zyl. And that's going to be either 2 or 3 shots to Durbanville. The people from Western Province Cricket Club have tried very well to put a shield here behind us so that our monitor is a little bit better or more visible.
Leave again. You mustn't leave again.
Right behind us.
Drop the phone. Je moet dus weer klein. Ben je niet gewacht nodig? Ja, maar gisteren heb ik voorbij. Maar dat wordt ons nog gehoord. Ga je naar Groenbouw of je krijgt jacket ons gaan. wou nie net trek nie.
Am I hearing somebody speaking from your fix?
Ai, eu het ons mooi opgevang en ons het gesê dan. Pak het dan. Huh?
Yeah, the wind is getting a bit stronger and stronger. We can hear it through our fix mic. And
Very good, Gracie.
you know, we are very fortunate to have Noel Solomon here in Cape Town to do this photography for us, to bring us the streaming on YouTube. And he's ably assisted by his fellow cameraman Jared, and the viewers at home. I'm sure you are really enjoying it. And then thanks to our producer Cole. He knows which buttons to press, which images to bring us, and we will try and fill that in for you as best we possibly can. This important match of the ladies championship final, the Personal Trust All Cape Ladies Championship final. At present, Durbanville is lying the shot. A lovely bowl delivered by their lead, Debbie Phillips. And how important is a lead in this game? People underestimate the importance of a lead. If the lead can exert pressure all the time, then the players bowling after her or him are always under pressure. Christelle Herald delivering the bowl, and she's obviously going to try and see if she can add another one. Lovely weight. What can Gillian Young do for Western Province Cricket Club? She's drawn the second shot. Well done. In the plate final for the ladies, George at the moment is leading Hermanus by 13 points to 12. That's the ladies plate section final. No real damage done. It's Margaret Thomas that's taken Debbie Phillips's bowl out, but she's holding the shot just on the other side of the jack. And here comes Megan Ferreira. She's trying very hard. Just the weight, but the line was excellent. And things are building up here in this, the final of the 2022 Personal Trust All Cape Open or Championship Final. The ladies, we are concentrating on this game, the ladies, and at present it's Durbanville that's leading by 12 points to 6. Tightly contested match. And Rita Himshoot is really going to try very hard to draw this shot off. Just going to the back. Maggie van Zyl for Durbanville. Again, beautiful balance, such a smooth delivery. No, not rushing. And Western Province have picked up 1 point on that last end, and the score now becomes 12-7 in favour of Durbanville. And in the men's championship, things are really going well there. They've played 13 ends now. I'm just waiting for them to change the score. And it would appear that Robertson has picked up another shot or two, and they at the moment are leading 12-11, but I think they've still got to add the last end's score. Well, there's 12 ends, and yeah, there somebody is going to the board, the second, and that is Mr. Payne that's going there. He's changed the board for us, and it's 13 to Robertson, and it's, yeah, these two teams, the one from Robertson in the men's championship is Mark Bevis Challoner, Johan du Plessis of course Protea, and then R. Payne, and then Stoffel Lambrecht. Stoffel, also a very, very renowned bowler. He's also a member of the South African Bowls Committee. And then for Constantia we have Peter Harvey, Gary Roach, Ian Rothbath and Jean-Claude. These are the gentlemen from Constantia Bowling Club. They fighting it out. There's just 1 point in it all the time. Could be 2 now because it's 13-11. Back to the ladies. And that is Colleen Bryant playing a backhand with a wonderful shot right behind the jack, holding the shot. Gillian Young. When I look at her delivery, it's a little whipping action with the forearm. It's not as straight as other bowlers, but she's very effective. And now it is Christelle Herold. Her arm is swinging out a little bit. Doesn't go back straight and come through straight back. It's a little bit wide. Now let's watch Gillian quite carefully. She's a lady that originally comes out of the Eden district, and she's recently settled here in Cape Town, and she's really done very well with her bowls, playing in the Muta competition, and that's the Western Province Premier League for ladies. After the front rankers have delivered their bowls, Western Province Cricket Club are holding the shot. And now it's up to the thirds and the skips. What can they do? And the wind is still getting a bit stronger and stronger. And it's true what Mark Gibb said in the interview. You know, because of COVID, we didn't have bowls for 2 years, and we are so fortunate that we can stage this competition again. And that was a very good delivery by Megan Ferreira. And hopefully next year everything will go very well for the Boland district, who's going to host the All Cape. It'll be the first time in their history that they do that. And Margaret Thomas just squeezes one in there. And the gentleman with a huge, big leather hat has just taken a position in front of me, and I've got to look around the corner to see what's happening at the other end. But I'll look at the monitor as well, Cole. Yeah, the spectators, they are so excited about this, watching this All Cape final. Margaret Thomas in action. She's just drawn the shot with her previous bowl, and that one has just run through a bit. Beautiful Saturday afternoon in Cape Town, the wind getting a little stronger, although I think it's subsided a bit right now. It's not so strong as what it was an hour ago. And the players, none of them have got, they're all just playing in their shirts. They are not cold, they are not wearing their jackets or anything like that. Most probably towards the end, some of them will be putting on some jackets. Quite an interesting development as well here at Western Province Cricket Club. I spoke to Terry Hepworth, who is the chairman of the Greens Committee for Western Province Bowls, and normally if they play in a certain direction in the morning, say from east to west, then they swing the greens in the afternoon north-south. But Teddy and his committee, they know exactly what greens has got to be like, and they've decided it would be best to only play on these 2 days in one direction, and they're playing east-west. That means away from the mountain and towards the mountain. Some of the players were not so happy with it, but that was the decision that was taken, and they had merit in taking that decision. Cape Town has had quite a fierce summer, and I suppose some of the areas in some of the greens at clubs have really had a hard time. Maggie van Zyl is up at the head now, and she's discussing it with Margaret Thomas on her left-hand side. Debbie Phillips also comes and gives her pennies worth. And Christelle Herald is standing quietly watching, and then Maggie and Margaret decides what she's going to do. And on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see the ladies from Western Province Cricket Club. That's Megan Ferreira, Gillian Young, and Colleen Bryant. Maggie van Zyl to deliver the bowl. Beautiful, smooth delivery. Weight beautifully transferred onto her front leg. One bowl has been taken out, and now there's going to be a measure for the second. I'm sure you can hear it. Our effects mic is picking up the wind. The sun is slowly setting towards Devil's Peak. It's really a lovely setting. The spectators are enjoying it. The tournament has gone very well. I have surely heard of no complaints, and that's lovely. Score 12-8 to Durbanville in the Ladies Championship final of the Personal Trust All Cape. In the Men's Championship of the Personal Trust All Cape final, Robertson has got 13 and Constantia has got 11, and they have completed 13 ends. I think the men is always playing a wee bit faster than the ladies, although I see the ladies have also completed 13 ends. So the ladies are right up there with the men. Colleen Bryant with her delivery, with her first bowl. Lovely weight. And Debbie Phillips comes up about 200 millimeters or 20 centimeters short of the jack, but she draws the shot. What can Colleen Bryant do? She's trying very hard here. Just running through. She needed just to get a little touch on her bowl on the inside. Maggie keeps Debbie on her backhand. I see Debbie Phillips's bowling arm is heavily strapped at the moment. But she's bowling quite well. I'm sure it's not troubling her too much. Gillian Young. Is she going to make it? Just coming up a bit short. This is the period in any game where you've got to consolidate, and the last 4 ends of the 21 ends. That is so important. The focus and the concentration must be there, because that's important. Often teams concede quite a large number of points in the last 4 ends of a game. Let's see. Gillian Young trying hard here. It's a bit awkward now for the players. The shadows are falling onto the jack where the skips are standing, and players always like to see the jack when they deliver the bowl. And that bowl was deliberately played there by Christelle Harold. I think Maggie called for it. It's to give protection at the back if the jack is perhaps picked up. Situation still unchanged. The bowl delivered by Debbie Phillips is still holding shot. And here is Margaret Thomas's attempt to add to the score. Now Megan Ferreira's bowl just knocked the second bowl of Debbie Phillips up, and Durbanville are now holding 2 shots. Margaret Thomas is running wide and coming to cover some bowls at the back. Well, there's been a big change in the plate final between Goodwood, the team of Johnny de Souza, and Gert Brouwer. Goodwood is now leading 14-13, and I think it's the first time in the match that they are leading. 14-13 to Goodwood in the plate final. Oh, Rita Himshoot tried a very good, that was a very good attempt by her, playing off one of their bowls, but it just missed the jack. And Durbanville still holding shot. This is Maggie van Zyle's effort to add to the one that they're holding. Very good bowl, just running through. What can Rita Himshoot do here? Let's watch her closely. She's trying. Similar shot as the previous one. Just running through a wee bit. Margaret Thomas, the third for Durbanville, are indicating a shot to Maggie van Zyl, and that is to take Rita Himshoot's bowl out. And there'll be a little bit of weight behind this bowl delivered by Maggie van Zyl. The weight is good, but unfortunately too wide. And she didn't get the required result. And the man that did the interview just now with Mark Gibbs, Eugene Ferreira, he's supposed to come and assist me here, but not. But you know, I can see why he doesn't want to, because it's his wife Megan that's playing in this final, and he most probably wants to remain neutral. Hey, Eugene.
Yes, Tommy. I think I'll have the day off, and you look like you're enjoying yourself. So the people are all happy. Continue with the good work.
Thank you very much, Eugene. Right. Now he was down to sit with me, but you know, his wife is in this final. He's got to give her the moral support, and you know, when one does this type of work, you can't be biased. You can't have a favorite that you want to talk about. So, well done, Eugene. Your interview went very well with Mark Gibbs, and we'll try and continue with the work that we've done so far.
Now, I'll have a quick look. Now, let's have a look.
The score at the moment in the championship of the Personal Trust All Cape Ladies Final is Durbanville 13, Western Province Cricket Club 8. And in the men's final, that's between Robertson and Constantia. And that is Mark Bevis Challoner's team against Peter Harvey's team. The score is 14-11 in the favor of Robertson. Guys from Boland are really doing well. The spectators are all remaining in their seats. Nobody is moving. It's tense moments. They're enjoying it. We've all been looking forward to this year's All Cape, and it's gone so well. And the games are very tightly contested. Good bowl there by Christelle Harold from Durbanville. Gillian Young for Western Province Cricket Club. Can she change things in the favour of Western Province Cricket Club. Indeed, a wonderful bowl. She takes the jack, she stays with it. Absolute magnificent shot. What a lovely feeling when it all comes together. Gillian put a second bowl close to the jack. Now she's played her forehand. Beautiful weight control, and it's absolutely brilliant. Two brilliant bowls by Gillian Young, and her skip Rita Himshoot would be very, very happy with that. And I'm sure she's going to give her a high five when she gets to the other side. This game between Durbanville and Western Province is not decided in a long way yet. And you know, they normally say the game is never over until the fat lady has sung. But I think she started to warm her voice up, and she's going to be singing shortly. We are going to have a tremendous tussle here. And talking about a tussle, what a tussle between the men from Robertson and Constantia. After 15 ends, the score is 14-13 to Robertson, and there's of course 6 ends to go. It's really building up to a tremendous climax. Gillian Young has delivered 2 absolute magnificent bowls on this end. And now Megan Ferreira is going to try and put another one in there for Western Province Cricket Club. And that's a very good bowl, because most probably Maggie van Zyl is going to try and play with a little bit of weight, and the bowl might go to the back. At the moment, Western Province are holding, from where I'm sitting, it looks like about two shots. Yeah, Debbie Phillips's bowl is the 3rd one. What's Maggie going to do? A little bit of weight. She's just going to make contact. That's what she's trying, and she just missed it by a fraction. I thought that was going to be the shot. Rita Himshoot decided to stay in the head to watch Maggie's shot, and now she knows exactly what's happened, and now she's coming to the mat. A closely contested match here. Rita Hemshoot seems to be running a little bit wide. Is Maggie going to try and make contact again with those bowls close to the jack? I think so. That's the, if I gauge the weight of the shot. Western Province Cricket Club holding 2 shots at the moment. And Rita Hemshoot to deliver her final bowl on this end. Jong soos hulle, kool soos hulle in Afrikaans sê. Hierdie is kookwater rolbal. Kookwater. Lekker. Right, that is the end of the 15th end. 6 ends remain after this. Angie. Ek is bly jy het iets ingegooi. See, that's cool. In the Personal Trust All Cape Ladies Championship Final for 2022, 15 ends has been completed, and the difference is 3 points or 3 shots, and that's Durbanville on 13, Western Province Cricket Club 10. It's still anybody's game. There's a wonderful bowl delivered by Colleen Bryant, and she's exerting some pressure. Is that bad for you? Debbie Phillips have come up well short, and it's starting to become crunch time. Now you've got to really focus, concentrate, and use all the experience that you've gained through the years and put it into good practice. This is the opportunity. Let's see if Colleen can put another bowl close. She's trying very hard. A great shot played by Debbie Phillips. She has taken Colleen Bryant's bowl out and is holding shot jack high. What can Gillian Young do? Oh, she's done exceptionally well. She's moved the jack away from Debbie Phillips's bowl. And now it is a question of who can draw the closest. The last 3 bowls delivered by Gillian Young has really been exceptional. On the previous end, she had 2 brilliant shots. Christelle Herold draws a shot in, giving Durbanville the advantage at present. Gillian Young trying hard. Is she going to pick it up again? She's done so well. And yes, indeed, she's done it again. 4 brilliant bowls that she's bowled. 2 on the previous end and now 2 on this end. Rita Himshoot is definitely very, very happy with her. Christel Herold. Sorry.
See what you mean, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to vibrate.
Western Province Cricket Club holding shot at the moment. Margaret Thomas with the final bowl on this end, the 16th end. And is she going to get the white or the jack? It's a good bowl amongst the back bowls, bowled by Megan Ferreira. Cole, the sun is playing havoc with us here on our monitors. I think we must ask Eugene Ferreira to come and stand behind us here because he's a big guy. He might he might shield us against the sun. Right.
Is that very cold?
I hope they're going to sort you out, Cole. We need you, but right, Maggie. At the moment, there's 3 points in it. Durbanville leading 13-10, and they're playing the 16th end. And I can hear a little wave back here on the Western Province Cricket Ground fields. There's a cricket match going because I could hear the guys appealing for an LBW, but I think Marie Erasmus said not out. I'm not quite sure. Very good bowl bowled by Rita Himschut. Durbanville is a couple down now. At present it looks like 3. And in the men's championship there's a tussle going on. Score 15-13 in favour of Robertson after 16 ends. Maggie van Zyl trying very hard, knocking a bowl in. And there's going to be quite a substantial change in this match here. And there's going to be some measuring taking place. And we're going to watch closely. Margaret Thomas from Durbanville doing the duties. Oh, I think there was one bowl there from Christelle Herald that cut things down. I actually got it wrong. Durbanville was holding the shot. It must have been the bowl from Christelle Herald. Now the score has progressed. Playing the 17th end, and it's 14-10 to Durbanville. 14-10 to Durbanville after 16 ends. And they're playing a 3/4 end, not a long end. Maggie has decided to change the tactics a little bit. Although the mat has stayed on the 2-meter mark all the time, nobody has been brave enough to play around with the mat. But Maggie has now made it a shorter end, 3/4. Oh, the weight was good. It's just the grass that was not ideal. Colleen Bryant, how is she going to adjust to the new length? Rita has asked Colleen to play her backhand. That's the open side to draw. And I don't think it's quite enough.
Very close to that ball. What are you wearing in the ditch, eh?
What can Christelle Harold do here? Can she draw a shot for Durbanville? The game is getting very, very, very tight at the moment. Yes, it's a good attempt. Here's the lady that's been bowling so well the last two ends with 3 touches in the last. Out of the 4 bowls, she had 3 touches. Is this another toucher? She just missed. Very good. She's sure finding her grass beautifully at the moment. In the men's final at the moment, the score is 15-14 to Robertson. The Mark Bevis Challenger team against Peter Harvey from Constantia. That's the Peter Harvey team from Constantia. Margaret Thomas draws a wonderful shot for Durbanville. And at this stage, advantage Durbanville. Megan Ferreira trying very hard to get into the head, and she has succeeded brilliantly. Can Margaret Thomas take it back? George in the ladies' plate final, George and Hermanus are 16 all, so they're peeling after 17 ends. Very, very closely contested encounter. And in the men's plate final, and that is of course the Personal Trust All Cape men's plate final, Goodwood has managed to edge ahead, and if the shadows don't deceive me, it looks like 19-14 to Johnny De Sousa's team against Gert Brouwer's team. Maggie van Zyl trying hard. But there's bowls in front, which is making it difficult. Well, that end was won by Western Province Cricket Club thanks to 2 brilliant bowls from Megan Ferreira, and we'll just have to see how the score changes on the other side. They're now going to play the 18th end. Things are building up to a magnificent end. Durbanville at the moment 14, and Western Province Cricket Club 11, and that is in the Personal Trust All Cape Ladies Championship played at Western Province Cricket Club. And the sun is slowly but surely starting to set behind Devil's Peak behind us here. Cole, I think we can see a little bit better now on our monitors, isn't it? So yeah, they've done us proud. They've managed to come and put some canopies up here, and we thank them for that, because it's been quite tough today with the sun. Here comes Colleen Bryant with her first delivery, and this is the 18th end. It's a lovely bowl, just slightly past the jack. What can Debbie Phillips do? Can she get it closer? Not to be. Colleen Bryant again. Gillian Young, another very, very good bowl delivered at the back of the jack. There's quite a bit of space to draw a shot. There's room for that. And let's see if Christelle Harold can do that for Durbanville. She's trying very hard. It's all in the weight, but it's just run through. This is a very important stage of the game. You have to really concentrate hard now, and you've got to focus all the time. Gillian Young attacking the jack again. Nearly got it. Just ran through. She's really bowled well the last 4 or 5 ends. Christelle Harold. Is there enough in this bowl? How's the weight? I'm afraid not. This is a slightly shorter end that was called, and they just battling a little bit with their weight control, all running through a bit. And Rita Himshoot is calling for a shot close to the jack. Let's see what Megan Ferreira can do. She's sure giving it a chance to get there. The wind's also starting to blow a little bit stronger. What can Margaret Thomas do for Durbanville? These are the important ends. She unfortunately ran through without touching anything. And it's now up to Rita Himshoot and Maggie van Zyl. I think Maggie is going to stay in the head and watch Rita's first bowl coming down. And in the men's championship final, Robertson is still leading Constantia 16-14. And in the men's plate, Goodwood is leading Durbanville by 19-15. Let's see what Rita Himshoot can do here. Playing her backhand. Trying to get round the front bowl, which she's going to do beautifully. And she draws an absolute brilliant shot. At the moment, Western Province are fighting back magnificently. Western Province Cricket Club are doing themselves proud. They know how important these last couple of ends are. Score at the moment, Durbanville 14, Western Province Cricket Club 11. Maggie van Zyl trying to change things in the head. And a front bowl unfortunately in her way. Can Rita draw another shot for Western Province Cricket Club? Beautiful, she's right there. Two magnificent bowls delivered by Rita Himshoot from Western Province Cricket Club. And they're crawling back. At this stage, just one behind Durbanville. Can Maggie van Zyl change things? No, she's coming up short. And the score is now going to be, after 18 ends, Durbanville 14, Western Province Cricket Club 13. Durbanville have had the lead in this game for most of the time, and I'm sure the nerves are going to start coming in now. Soos hulle sê, die senuwees gaan begin knaag aan hierdie dames van Durbanville. Maar baie goeie spel deur WP Cricket Club se dames om so terug te veg in hierdie baie interessante finaal. Daar is 3 koppe oor wat gespeel moet word. 3 ends to go. and there's 1 point difference in the score. Lots depends on the next, this end that they're playing right now, the 19th. Yeah, great excitement in that match against Goodwood and Durbanville, and Johnny De Souza must have played an excellent shot because the spectators all cheered and they all went really excited about the shot he's played there. Unfortunately, I couldn't see it, and our concentration is on this ladies' championship final. Debbie Phillips, the lead for Durbanville Bowls Club. Colin Bryant's first delivery was quite good. It's about a meter away from the track. Here's his second delivery. Playing a backhand. Just running through a bit. Debbie Phillips has to decide, but she's going to play her forehand. She's taken good grass. It all depends on the weight. Grass, weight, patience, luck and prayer. That's the 5 things. In Afrikaans, gras, gewig, geduld, geluk en gebed. Baie belangrik. Gras en gewig.
Reflecting on the good old days when you used to do like 25 balls a year, and they'll say flipping strong, really grass, raining, hot. Oh God. Under 35 still around, they're still under 50.
And Gillian Young has just taken out the wood that was holding the shot. They're very happy with that. Can Christelle Herald put a bowl back for Durbanville? It would appear that on the right-hander's forehand bowling away from the mountain, and the wind is coming from that side, that the bowl seems to hang out. It doesn't want to come back all that nicely. And the players have been battling with that hand going down. What is going to happen in this very important 19th end of this, the ladies' personal trust All Cape Championship for 2022. Megan Ferreira delivering her first bowl. It's very good, it's in the head. Margaret Thomas, now in action for Durbanville. And as we said, the bowl seems to just be hanging out there. Although it could have worked for her.
Yeah, you just made it perfectly good job.
Margaret Thomas changing the position of the jack, but just running through a little bit. And this is really very, very interesting, this 19th end. Can Western Province Cricket Club manage to overtake Durbanville? There's 1 point difference at the moment. And Rita Him should skip for Western Province Cricket Club to deliver her first ball. I think she's going to try and play onto her front bowls and promote one of them. Not quite. Now Maggie van Zyl for Durbanville. A wealth of experience, and Maggie plays a shot, touches a front bowl. Whether she's progressed far enough, can't quite see from here. Rita Hemshoot, the 19th end. Just a bit wide. Can Maggie van Zyl deliver a bowl to just open up the gap a wee bit? At the moment there's 1 point difference between these two sides, and she's decided to go up to the head, talk to her fellow players and hear what Margaret Thomas, her third, advises. And they're all together. Maggie has taken her decision, and she'll be back at the mat shortly, and then she'll be playing the shot. Can Maggie van Zyl draw the shot here for Durbanville? No. It's turning a little bit away. And Megan Ferreira is going to do the duties of measuring to see who's holding shot. Very important. 1 point difference in the game. And we're watching closely. And it's peels between the ladies in the championship after 19 ends. It must be, I'm just trying to see the scoreboard, but I think it's 14 all. 14 all is the score, and we have really got a game on our hands here. 2 ends to go. Anybody's game. And I told you that fat lady started warming up her voice, and it's all happening. And the game's not over until she started singing. Well done, ladies. Oh. Yeah, the shadows are starting to stretch here. Sun's slowly but surely setting behind Devil's Peak behind us, and Colleen Bryant has just come up a bit short with that first bowl. What can Debbie Phillips do? Can she give Maggie a bowl to be very proud of and very happy about? Let's see her attempt and the result. Now the sun is really, the wind is really starting to, and as we said, that's exactly what she's done. Has one of my papers blown away? I think so. Sorry. The old Cape Southeaster playing havoc.
Looking, Colleen.
Come on, Colleen.
Come on, Colleen.
Thank you.
Come on, Colleen. What the cat?
Debbie Phillips with her first bowl has drawn the shot for Durbanville. Advantage to Durbanville. Here's her attempt with her second bowl. Is she going to make her team proud? Wonderful weight. Gillian Young has been playing superb bowls the last couple of ends. Let's see what she's going to do with this first bowl of hers. She's got excellent weight, but it's just running through. Christelle Harold on the mat for Durbanville. 20th end. Scores are level. This is such an important end. And Christelle Harold is also coming up short. You've got to get the butterflies to fly in formation at the moment. Hulle moet nie fladder nie. As hulle begin fladder, dan is dit 'n probleem, soos hulle sê in Afrikaans. Hulle moet in formasie vlieg. They must fly in formation. Settle the nerves. Christelle Harold for Durbanville. Playing a forehand. Looks good. What is the end result? Very good bowl. And at the moment Durbanville are holding 2 shots, with the thirds going to the mat. And they are Megan Ferreira from Western Province Cricket Club and Margaret Thomas from Durbanville Bowling Club. These ladies have really played superb bowls here today. It was a pleasure to watch. Here comes Megan Ferreira with her first bowl. It seems very good. She's got lovely weight. just not enough. Margaret Thomas for Durbanville. Megan Ferreira. We're watching this one very closely. It looks very good. If she's got the weight, it's going to be right on the jack. And the advantage is still with Durbanville. And Margaret Thomas has just promoted her second bowl to the back of the jack and staying just, whoa! And the wind is really playing havoc. Papers flying. Thank you. Thanks, good friend of mine, Jeff Pero, has just returned my papers that I've got in front of me. Thanks, Jeff. We'd like to stay ahead of things here. Thank you. Rita Himshoot with her first bowl. Durbanville holding shot at the moment, and Rita is trying her very best to get in. Very good attempt. Maggie van Zyl trying hard to draw another shot for Durbanville. At this stage, Durbanville still holding the shot. Rita Himshoot, second bowl. She's got good weight on the bowl. Can Maggie van Zyl add another point to the Durbanville score? Now we're going to show you a little bit the last end of the men's. It's a very closely contested, well, it was the last bowl actually. And it would appear to me that Robertson came out victorious in that match, and I'm not quite sure who won that because we just crossed to them, but Robertson won, and they are the Personal Trust All Cape Men's champions for 2020, and we say congratulations to Mark Bevis Challoner and his team and they beat the team of Peter Harvey from Constantia. Well done to Robertson. And I'm sure the people in the Boland will be very proud of their team from Robertson.
2022, Tommy.
It was 2022. Thanks for helping me. Where was I? Was it 2020? Okay, thanks very much. 2022. Right. The Men's All Cape Personal Trust Championship, the final was won by, and that's the 2022 final, was won by the team from Robertson in the Boland, and they were skipped by Mark Bevis Challoner. Well done. Now we're back at the ladies that we've watched most of the day. At the moment, the score in this particular match, there's 2 points difference. Durbanville is leading by 16 points to 14. So the difference is 2 points. And Debbie Phillips, the lead for Durbanville in this final end, is trying to get it close. And she's done reasonably well. Just a little bit short. Colleen Bryant trying very hard here for Western Province Cricket Club.
Hey, Colleen, come on.
And she's done brilliantly. Bowl right next to the jack. And the team will be very happy with her. Now it's Durbanville's second, Christelle Herald, that's got to play. Dis die finale telling vir Robertson. Christelle Herald tried very hard there to take Colleen Bryant's bowl out.
Tommy. 18-15.
Okay. Now the wind is really coming up very strong here at Western Province Cricket Club, and we watch the next bowl from Christelle Herald. She tried to make contact with the bowls in the head, but she failed. And there's 2 points difference in this game. Present, the score is 16-14 to Durbanville. And Gillian Young has just delivered her final bowl in the 2022 All Cape, although if they tie we could have another end. So, but if there's no tie, that means if Western Province can't win this game or pick up 2 shots so that an additional end needs to be played, that was a final bowl. But she's had a very good tournament. What we've seen here today, she really bowled very, very well. Margaret Thomas. Third for Durbanville. Megan Ferreira played a good shot at the moment. Western Province Cricket Club are holding 2 shots. Can Margaret Thomas change things? And with that shot, I think Margaret Thomas has pushed Christelle Herald's bowl up to be second shot. And here's Megan Ferreira's second bowl, but it's going to run a little bit wide. Very exciting, this final of the 2022 Personal Trust Ladies Championship in the All Cape. At the moment, there's 2 shots difference between Durbanville and Western Province Cricket Club. Durbanville 16, Western Province Cricket Club 14, and Maggie van Zyl with her first bowl. And she's played a brilliant shot off a front bowl, and she's right up against the jack. And that's very important at this stage of the match. What can Rita Hemschoot do? Can she take that bowl out? She's trying very hard. She's trying very hard. Is she going to get the jack? No. Unfortunately, it just turned away. And now Maggie van Zyl is going up to the end to have a good look to see what is required. At this stage, they have the advantage. And what a final this has been. The ladies has really played very, very, very well. Good bowls that we've seen here. Current score, Durbanville 16 and Western Province 14. Maggie van Zyl delivering her final bowl on this 21st end. Looks very good. Is she going to do something similar? She's just stopped in front. Very good. Her team seems to be very happy. And Megan is asking Rita to play with a little bit of weight and try and move the jack towards the back where they've got bowls waiting. And if the jack goes there, then Western Province could win this match. Rita goes, it's a good shot she's played, and she moves the jack. It's absolutely brilliant, and Margaret Thomas indicates that Durbanville is still lying short. What a wonderful final. And Durbanville Bowls Club has beaten Western Province Cricket Club as the champions of the 2022 Personal Trust Ladies All Cape here at the Western Province Cricket Club in Cape Town. 17-14 is the score, and congratulations to Maggie van Zyl, Margaret Thomas, Christelle Herald and Debbie Phillips. They've played superb bowls, and I can only say that Rita Hemschoot, Megan Ferreira, Gillian Young and Colleen Bryant, they put up a magnificent performance, and but it was not to be, and Durbanville are the 2022 Ladies All Cape champions. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed the visuals that we've brought you. And once again, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has assisted in organizing. That's Western Province Bowls, that's Western Province Cricket Club. For the last 2 days here, it all went off very, very well. And then I want to say thank you very much to Noel, our producer, and the 2 cameramen that gave us the visuals that we could speak about. That's our producer, Cole. Sorry, Cole. Thanks, Cole, for your fantastic work. And then to Noel and Jared for giving us those fantastic pictures. We hope you've enjoyed it. And until we speak to you again, thank you very much and goodbye.
Bye.